Part 2. While you're waiting for the butter and the chocolate to melt, you can eat what's left over of the cheap chocolate, or even the very expensive chocolate if you fancy green and blacks or Lindt. They were out of stock of white chocolate. I literally got the last bars in the shop. You can also use a little extra butter to line your cake tin thoroughly. You want it buttered all over on the inside. The outside, not so much, but the inside, thoroughly lined with butter. In this case, I don't have to bother because I picked up these little brightly coloured Pride Month style rainbow paper cups, which are going to serve in place of butter. If it turns out you're supposed to butter those as well, the cake's going to stick to them. And I'll just deal with that when it happens. You can also prepare bowl C. The small bowl for each cake is bowl C. I have peaches. You'll notice a peach, just like a plum or an apricot, has this little wooden bit at the top, and it has the very wooden pip inside. You don't want to eat that. So if you've got wood, get rid of it. Cut around the peach, cut around the stone, cut out the wooden bit from the top, cut that out, shred the rest into pieces that are small enough to go up inside your hand blender so that they get blended. You're going to blend that and it's going to make a liquid paste. You can make that paste a whole lot more liquid by adding the appropriate brandy. I also have a bottle of cherry brandy back here, which would of course go very well with dark cherries and dark chocolate. There is a problem with dark chocolate: its melting point is higher, so if you're stopping to talk to a camera while you're working rather than getting on with it, or if you're making several cakes at once rather than just one, you may find that your dark chocolate re-solidifies in the bowl. Now there is a way around this. You can stand your bowl with the dark chocolate in a pan of water. It's important to have enough water to make contact between the bottom of the pan and the bottom of the bowl, but not so much water that it overflows all over the place and floods your entire kitchen. This allows you to just turn up the heat under the pan just enough to keep that chocolate molten so you can blend it and so on, without overheating it. It's easier to use white chocolate, which melts at a lower temperature, and to shut up and get on with it, frankly. Right, for my other one, I am not using cherries, I'm using mango. The quantity you want is 150 grams, and it's very convenient. This stuff comes in 150 gram packets. So you can use cherry brandy, peach brandy, you can use that passion fruit stuff, I forget what they call it, or not use any at all. But what you will get will be a very liquid alcoholic smoothie. What you want is a paste. And this is why bowl C also gets a couple of tablespoons of flour. Not an exact amount, you add more if necessary. You're looking for a consistency that you can spread evenly on top of a cake without having to use too much force, but that won't run all over the place. You want goop. And I'm going to prepare 2 bowls of goop while I wait for the chocolate and the butter to melt.